Good morning, and welcome to another exciting episode, yeah, of Groovy Van Picker. Well, I haven't really totally thought of a topic that I want to talk about today. I do want to go down to the Goodwill troughs. I go to work about 3 hours early this afternoon. So I got time enough to probably swing by the Goodwill troughs and see what kind of nifty treasures I can find out of there. And then I'll probably give you a little bit more as soon as I get to the parking garage at work. But I got some good news. There is light at the end of this tunnel. They are hiring somebody to work weekends, finally. So, that means that I will have weekends off. Hopefully I can have time to relax and see what the swap meet looks like. Possibly check out a few yard sales, because the weather out here in Reno, even though it's December, only moments away from January, has actually been kind of pleasant. It's actually been kind of a mild winter. I'll show you here. Yeah, see, it's I mean, today looks like a typical spring day. In fact, I've seen it look worse in spring. A couple years ago in March, I was trying to go on vacation, and they had to cancel the bus services because there was too much damn snow. There was about a foot of global warming out here in my front yard here, where I'm staying at. Because even though I'm talking about van life, right now I am staying at a motorhome on some property that my family owns until we sell it, and I'm fixing up both of my vans because I want to have a backup. Okay? For one thing, I prefer older vehicles. I prefer vehicles that I've already paid for, so there's no payments. Plus, they're vehicles that I can work on. And so with that, I will give you guys a proper van tour one of these days, probably very shortly, as soon as I do some cleaning. Plus a list of certain things that I keep in both vans. Because, yeah, I have two regular vans, plus I have a 1974 Mini Winnie, basically a Dodge motorhome. But then I also have my 71 Chevy van that I'm sitting in right now. And I have my 69 Ford E300 Groove wagon, which is right next to me. But one thing you should realize is you got to have a backup, okay? Because no matter how much of a brand new van you have, whether it's a brand new 2021 diesel pusher, Mercedes Sprinter, whatever, or you drive 50-year-old buckets like I have, parts can fall off of them. Okay? I mean, you know, mechanical parts do break, unfortunately. Trust me, I know. I've broken my fair share of them. So, that is why I would say, if you are going to get into the van life and the swap meet life like I'm working on, you know, you'd want to have a place to stash your stuff because you want to have a good supply. And you want a backup vehicle at all times. Even if you buy yourself a brand new fancy schmancy Sprinter high top van or whatnot, it wouldn't hurt you in the least bit to find a $500 bucket to for a backup. That's just my opinion. And I have always been of the opinion, I've had multiple cars my entire life. Usually it's one runner and a project or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10. Yes, I've had 10 cars at once, all right? Why? I guess I had more time than brains, but I didn't have no time. But that's a topic for another day. So, yeah, like I said, today I'm just going to go down there to the Goodwill troughs, take a quick peek, and if I find something nifty, I'll go ahead and pull it out and show you. If not, then I'll close this off over at the parking garage where I work. And who knows, maybe give you a few more rants and raves and, you know, something else I want to bitch about like I always do, because that's what I do. You know, a lot of people like to ask me how I'm doing. And you ask me how you're doing. Most people would say, oh, I can't complain. Nah. I never say I can't complain. Because I can. And I'm damn good at it. Just ask anybody I know. Alright, wait. Okay, well, I just pulled into the Goodwill Savers parking lot here in Reno. And I saw something. A couple of days ago, we had a couple of tweakers out here selling stuff. Well, this is what they left behind. Okay. A big old pile of trash. Now, that's something I want to bitch about, because shit like this ruins it for everybody. Okay? I understand they're probably down on their luck or whatnot, but they shouldn't just have a damn, you know, makeshift yard sale on a private parking lot and then leave a pile of trash there. This is very common around here, that in the back hills of Sun Valley and whatnot. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, off to the troughs. Yes, I got one of these cartons when we walk in the door. section. Scale. Make a good solar panel rack. Take a look at those. Nothing there. Trough blocker.
Hi, how are you today? Hey, how are you feeling? Doing all right?
But you don't say hi to me, your favorite customer. Nifty. Some sucker would buy that. Bowling set. Oh my God. Oh! My back just looking at it. Patriotic. Oh, I think it's going to be a total bank breaker here. They sell this stuff by the pound. Baby, but it's of hats. Even those things sell really well this morning. That's a reason. Oh, Instamatic. Taking a picture of a camera. You get a little gun safe, put a padlock on it. My van. Well, I'm over here by the work parking garage. I stopped by the Goodwill troughs. It was a bust. Couple interesting items as I saw, but the line was kind of crazy. I don't know why they had nothing there. Serious gourmet shit. And I didn't feel like standing in line forever to buy stuff that I'm just going to sit on until the swap meets are happening thing again in the spring. Like I said, I'm concentrating on finding eBay stuff. Problem is, there's not a lot of it out there right now because thrift stores are getting too hip. You know, they're hiring pricing people who think they know what they're doing, and they price this stuff at full retail. So that's one of the things I do not like about this area in the wintertime is nobody has any yard sales. Once in a while, you might find an estate sale, but those are usually run by companies, and they are another one you gotta actually watch out for because they charge full 150% eBay prices. And so I don't usually bother with, I'll check them out because, they all screw up. Even the Salvation Army and Thrift Depot screw up every once in a while. Because out here in the area that I live in, we have Goodwill. They're pretty decent sometimes. Savers, which is basically gone certified eBay proof. Salvation Army, they charge full. They have a regular store and the boutique store. In the boutique store, they sell antiques, collectibles, anything that looks like it's more than 20 years old, and it's priced at full 150% unsold eBay prices. Okay. And they put these price tags on them for the month that it was put on the floor. And every month, they'll knock off, like it's been there for a month, they'll knock off 20%, 2 months, 30%, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes they'll switch price tags. So something that they have priced at, let's say, $20, in a month it's supposed to be 20% off. Well, if they don't want to sell that thing for 20% off, they're going to put a new price tag on it saying it was, just put out this month. And I've caught them doing that. So yeah, Salvation Army, I go there every once in a while, but it's not part of my regular rounds. And then we have a Salvation Army outlet up there on Valley Road. They're okay sometimes. That is where all the stuff that the Salvation Army can't unload, it winds up in there. And they're okay sometimes. I've made a few bucks out of it, but it's not worth going out there every day. And then we have Thrift Depot. Thrift Depot, well, there's another picker who goes and hangs out at the Goodwill troughs. His old lady works at Thrift Depot. So anything that's halfway decent, you know where that goes. Yeah. I mean, she calls her boyfriend up. Hey, honey, come over here. Yeah, we got some stuff. Come get it. Because she can't buy it herself. However, they can't stop, her friends and associates from buying stuff. So, that's where that one's at. But even Thrift Depot has screwed up once or twice. But it's very seldom. And St. Vinnies is the same thing. Or was it St. Vinnies that had the lady whose old man used to hang out at the troughs? One of the two. But St. Vinnies, or Thrift Depot, there's 3 of those in town. And they are full on 150% eBay prices. They have one. They had one downtown, but they moved that to Clear Acre, which I hate driving in that area. And then they had one over on over in Golden Valley. Nothing. Wait, the one downtown's still there. The one that they moved was the one that was on Gentry, yeah. And that one there, they pissed me off a few years ago. They have a policy where any car-related stuff, they have a friend that gets first dibs on it. However, they screwed up one time. One time I found a radio in there. I can't remember what kind. Paid like $5 for it, and I got 30 out of it. Was it 50? Yeah, I got a pretty decent profit out of it. But they screwed up. They slipped. St. Vinnies is basically ghetto. And they too keep their prices high. And they're basically a joke. Once in a great while I go in there. Another thrift store they have around here is SPCA. 99.9% clothing. And it's just a pile of crap. And what few old items they do have, again, they have their showcase at extremely high prices. But I have found a few things I could use. Like one time I found a little tabletop cigar cutter that you put your cigar in and you hit and knock the end off your cigar. I found one of those once for personal use. But no, a lot of these places have become a total joke. And let's see. Then they have another Salvation Army too, but it's like, it's all old lady clothes. It's like 100% old lady stuff. I don't even know if they still exist anymore. But I haven't been there in a couple years because they never have anything. Oh, and St. Vinnies does have an outlet store over on the east side of Sparks, but any of the good stuff is never for sale. They use them as wall decorations, and they won't, sell anything decent. It's all just, dishes and kitchenware. And there's a few other little junk shops around town too. Like we got this place called the Coffer. That's up there next to Savers. And he also sells at the swap meet on Sundays. Nice guy. I have made a few bucks off of his stuff. I've bought some things that I can make money off of. And he's small time, so he has more time to look up everything and make sure he's squeezing the top dollar out of it. He's a nice guy, though. You can see he's pretty cool. So that's about what we have for thrift stores out here. And like I said, yard sales. In the summer, yard sales are great. I bought some stuff at yard sales that, I've made a few bucks on. And even yard sales, you get all kinds of yard sales. You even get yard sales run by people who I think are on crack. Like, for instance, this one old guy was doing a yard sale in Sparks. And he was selling, I don't know, he was just senile or something. Like some little homemade tchotchke somebody had, he wanted $20 for it. A helmet that you can buy all day for a few bucks, he wanted like, $100 for it because it's a helmet. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do, it's a helmet. I got a box of them. But, like this hat, which is an Eddie, I found this in the Goodwill troughs. you know, clean it up a little bit. Shoot some alcohol in there to make sure there's no little friends in it, of course. And I found quite a few hats like this. Another hat that I was wearing on another video, with a little eagle on it. That's a Stetson. Found that at the Goodwill troughs. I found a whole bunch of cowboy hats at the Goodwill troughs. A couple of them I kept. And those things are swap meet gold. They sell fast. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I did today. So, I can't think of any other things to go over with you today. Again, I am going into work a couple hours early. They asked me to come in. It's New Year's Eve. So I start at 2. Tomorrow I get to do a 12-hour shift. So who knows? I might even do a nice little show tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Depending on what kind of topic I want to talk about. So, I can't think of anything else to discuss that I wanted to discuss. Like I said, today was kind of a bust. Nothing really worth hauling home. So enjoy your video. Ha!